Waterman. Let's go.
Oh, no.
Let's go. Oh, no. He's going to get it. Oh.
Hey, give me some high five.
Oh, man.
All right, cut. Just kidding. I'm gonna say, you're gonna tag me in and say, he lost to Jake. And I'm gonna say, did we not talk about horse?
Yeah, I got my teeth kicked in horse. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable A show. Oh my.
Hash Party Dave!
Give it to you.
So I started I was 8 years old when I noticed, about this spot right up the top of my head. I noticed that a patch of hair was missing. And we had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
And gradually, within that same week, I'd wake up in the morning and there'd be a patch of hair on my pillow. So we had no idea what was going on, right? So we go into the doctor and come to find out I have this autoimmune disease called alopecia. And, it was weird, but luckily, for me, I have a really good support system, with my family. And at that time, 8 years old, I was young enough to almost not think anything of it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're just growing up with it.
Yeah, just growing up with it. So, I go for about a year, 2 years, and I gradually just more patches until I was about age 10, and I completely lost it.
Now that you're older, now that you have experience, you've seen, the good things that have come out of this. What do you think when you see a kid that's, that 8, 10, 12-year-old kid that's just, coming to grips with it? Is there anything you say that you tell them, hey, from my experience, let me just tell you a little bit?
Well, yeah, in fact, you point out in one of your questions, what was your outlet? You know what I mean? And that's one thing I look at them. First of all, I'm just like, how are you doing? I just want to see where they're at, because everyone has different situations and different lifestyles, different, experiences. So I like to kind of ask and see kind of how they're doing and see if I can find a way to relate to them. But I like to emphasize, what's your outlet? What are you passionate about? What do you like? Some people have ranged from sports, music, video games, and so I like to emphasize, okay, if that's something that makes you happy and helps you, then keep that, develop that, stay passionate about that, and that's one thing that I really want to help in that way, is just to help connect kids to that passion that they already have, and emphasize that, because it helped me, and that's what I can offer to them, is more than anything is just my experience to help them emphasize theirs, because quite frankly, no matter what I can say, my situation was different than theirs.
Yeah.
But what we do have in common is we have alopecia.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, it's happened around, a similar age. And, and something that's kind of inspired me to talk more about it and to be more of a voice in helping these kids is I've met a couple of them that hadn't met anybody with alopecia for years, and they've struggled with it. And I'm just like, how in the world do we have the internet nowadays and social media, and you haven't been able to find somebody, you know? It's just bizarre to me. And so that's why it's influenced me to be, okay, let's start a page on Instagram. Let's connect people on Facebook. Let's put something up on the internet just to connect, because it's different if I talk to a 10-year-old than another 10-year-old talking to a 10-year-old that has alopecia, or a 25-year-old talking to a 25-year-old, or 40-year-old to a 40-year-old, or having, a parent be able to talk to another parent that has it, because I think parents have it just as hard. They want their kid to be happy and confident, and it's a tough burden because, some of them that I've talked to as well is, their parents don't quite understand fully, because they don't have alopecia, so I think this topic is very important to cover, college athletics, you're on TV a lot, you have some sort of stage, sort of say, and so I want to be able to use that as an opportunity to help and be a voice. And so moving forward, whether I play professionally or move on after this, I just want to be able to be a voice, and work with other people with alopecia to support these people that may be struggling with it. And it doesn't have to be just alopecia; it could be any challenge, And so, moving forward, I hope that I'll be able to be that voice and be a voice that, whether I can influence one person or thousands, it doesn't matter. As long as I have, can influence one person, that's what matters. That's what life is all about, is helping others.